Hey guys, what's going on?
Just got out of Rise of Skywalker.
We just got well, we had in and out first. We have full belly, so we're mostly happy.
This is first impressions.
First impressions.
Right off the bat.
Gathered our we've gathered our thoughts a little bit. Just a little bit. We're doing
I'm still
we'll see. We're doing a full review of Rise of Skywalker. Just got out of the theater. It's the first day. We're gonna do spoiler free. Very quickly beginning. There's very little spoiler free stuff here.
Okay.
And then get into spoilers right away.
All
right. I'm Bander. This is
Jayen.
Jayen?
That's always my gamer name.
How do you Jaen? Or Jayen? That's right. Okay. And here it is. Here's it spelled out for you.
Jayen.
Right there.
There you go.
Here. It's going over here. Oh, look, it's over there.
Jayen.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Don't hit the pop
All
filter.
right. First out of 10, Joe. What do you rate it?
I gotta think because movie scores are different than video game scores. A 6, 6.2.
I'd say a 6.5. 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I think rather than doing like a number scale, because I feel like that's kind of weird. Where would you if you were to just throw it out there? Where would you put this?
I'll rank all 9 right now.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, bottom. Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith.
Solo.
Going well. Okay.
Solo. No.
Last Jedi. No,
Okay.
We're going full 9, not going spin-offs or anything.
Oh no. Well, there's only 2 of them though. I'm putting spin-offs.
You're putting spin-offs? Okay. Well, I'm not.
Okay, fine.
All right. Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, Last Jedi. This one, Rise of Skywalker. Not Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, New Hope, then Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, that's a fair list. I would probably be, in terms of critically speaking, like in terms of what I critically think these movies sit. Attack of the Clones, Phantom, Revenge of the Sith, Solo, Last Jedi.
Okay.
Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens, Return of the Jedi, Rogue One, 4, 5. That's, I think, critically speaking, that's where this movie stands. From top to bottom, in terms of my favorite ones, this is my personal favorite Star Wars movies. I love Return of the Jedi. I know, like I said, critically speaking, it's lower, but I just love the movie. I love how everything about it.
A great space battle. Probably one of the best. Besides Rogue One.
Besides Rogue One. Return of the Jedi. Oh, gosh. I really like Rogue One. Do I want to put it above 4 and 5?
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, man.
Rogue One's...
I love it. Okay, anyway, fine. 4, 5. Rogue One. 7, 9. Last Jedi. I mean, I like Solo, the prequels. I mean, I do enjoy watching them, but I know they're terrible movies. Oh, it's Solo.
For the record, I was going to do a chronological order of all the Star Wars movies before this movie came out, and I just couldn't do it when I did the prequels. I just couldn't do it. It's terrible.
Solo 1, 3, 2. 2 is the worst of everything. Never.
You don't like sand either, dude?
I feel like I could deliver that line better in this movie. It's you're just I don't like sand.
It's coarse.
It's coarse. It just gets everywhere. I hate it. It's
everywhere.
Terrible. I hate it. Anyway.
And Padme swooned.
All
right.
I watch you.
Before this is spoiler free. Before we say anything,
would you recommend to go see the movie?
I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you have to see it no matter what.
I think if you've seen at least 7 and 8, go see it. I mean, if you haven't seen 7 and 8, if you've been not into it, this is not the place to start, obviously.
No.
No.
I will say that the the troubles with this new trilogy. JJ wrote scripts for all 3 movies. And he started Force Awakens. Last Jedi was rewritten beyond belief, so clearly he had a plan.
There was a plan.
They just Ryan destroyed that.
Honestly, this movie makes me wish that Last Jedi did not take things in the direction that it took. It felt like you could feel where what 8 was supposed to be, because there are parts of this movie that were clearly supposed to be in 8. And because of 8, 9 is worse off.
It's much worse.
Yeah. And it's very unfortunate. In fact,
and it did a poor job setting up this movie. If anything, you can make the argument that they're retconning 8. They're borderline ignoring 8.
I have an idea. We rewrite the whole trilogy into 3 separate movies. Figure out how to get 9 more parts of 9 back into 8. And when Finn gets shocked by Rose and gets knocked out, he's asleep for the rest of the movie. I fixed it. We did. No Canto Bite.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
We did it. All right.
Negate Canto Bite.
Anything else? Visually, music-wise, thought the script was pretty good. There's some parts where I'm like, you didn't really need to say that. That was a little bit much.
There's a lot of fan service that made me tear up. Actually,
a lot of good fan. Like people said, like there was too much fan service, but it's like, I'm like, there was some like end game level good fan service here.
I think if you're a fan, if you're a true fan, you will like the fan service.
Yeah, there's some really good. There's some really good moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend it. I say go see it. I think if you're not going into it with like a critical eye, you'll enjoy it.
Lower the expectations.
Not angry Star Wars fan expectations, which I'm not an angry Star Wars fan.
Turn your brain off.
I like Disney. All right, so now we are officially going into spoilers. Spoilers happening from here on out.
Click this off, like and subscribe first, then click this video off right now, dude.
All right, spoilers coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A yellow lightsaber in the movies. That's the thing where I'm like, oh, and I love there's like little spikes in like the emitter. It's like wrapped around the saber.
Could change the colors. Like
was that how she turns it on?
I think that's how she turned it on. I was like, because I saw glimpses of other colors, so I was like, can she switch it?
It looks so cool. Like what a cool design.
And it's modeled after Kylo, aka Ben. AKA spoiler, R.I.P.
Rip Kylo.
So how do you feel?
Let's try to take this from start to finish before we get to the end.
Okay.
But I do want to comment about the yellow lightsaber. I think she deserved that. I like it. You know, there's yellow is canon. You can have a yellow lightsaber. Just they never did it for whatever reason. Yeah. And I think that at this point she's done enough to where if she wants her own color, sure, why not?
The only one in the movies with yellow.
Because as far as the original trilogy is concerned, there were only
green and blue.
There were only blue. And then at the very last movie, they're like, check it out, green.
Return.
Like green was when Return was happening.
Funny enough, the only reason why they switched it is because during the whole Tatooine scene, the blue was blending terribly with the sky. So that's why it's green.
Oh,
it's not a thing. It was green because of the movie.
The colors don't matter at all. they're just a fun thing.
They don't mean much.
All right.
Some do.
I hated our theater experience. We had a pack of angsty middle school students.
We had bad luck.
Bad luck. Not Endgame though. Endgame was great. Great theater with Endgame. Good people. I like those people.
Everyone else likes to have conversations during a movie.
Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Godzilla, this movie, Hustlers.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. That was the one. Wait, no. The other one, the DC Marvel. What's his name?
Oh, was it Shazam? Sorry, not Godzilla. Shazam. We've watched a lot of movies this year. Watched a lot of movies. I like Shazam. Anyway, let's go back to the plot. So yeah, that sucked. So we were kind of dealing with that. So the very beginning, it's
really jumpy because you get a sense of like Kylo took over, then he's going from one place to another, killing people. Then he finds the Emperor.
Oh, that's right. The opening scene is Kylo like massacring these people.
Yeah. Then he finds the Emperor. Emperor's like, hey, I'll give you a fleet. But you gotta kill the girl. I feel like because I'm thinking I'm trying to think about because Kylo gets redeemed in this movie. Spoilers. Are these people that he's massacring? Are these bad guys? Because I think they're bad guys because he's all alone
and he's going for the Sith object. So I think these are Sith guards of some sort.
Yeah, which it annoys me that they didn't call them holocrons. That's like a canon thing. Like, call them Sith holocrons. It would have been so.
But it's not a holocron, though. I don't think.
It looks like it.
It kind of, but I think a holocron is information storage. Well,
this stored information to a planet that we had to go.
A map of some sort.
Yeah.
A lot of maps in the sequel trilogy. JJ loves his maps. A really cool scene though of him just killing these guys.
He went
just
off.
Brutal, like emotional.
30 dudes.
Kylo, he's like I fucking love Kylo. I love Adam Driver.
He did a good job.
Great job.
One of the best characters.
Although the part where he's like stabbed and he's like laying down, he can't speak. He's just his chin. His costume didn't look great. I'm like you look a little derpy. I was like, oh, my stomach.
We'll get to that stabbing.
Then we have the Falcon with Poe and Finn jumping around. One
thing I didn't ask, or we didn't talk about after the movie, how did you feel about like them three being together? Did it satisfy your? I want them to have an adventure and have fun.
Everything that I wanted. I was so happy, especially when they're in the actual ship in the Star Destroyer, like together, like blasting things. The ship design was really cool. I'm like, this is what I wanted. I could watch this all day of them just doing around doing space stuff. Yeah. And that's what I really wanted from this movie.
Poe and Finn, great bromance. But when they're all three together, it was okay. It was just okay for me. It wasn't like Luke, Leia, and Han levels of like they're going on an adventure, essentially.
I guess, but I feel like if you think back to the original trilogy, those three never really did that though. They never really went on an adventure. Like they saved Leia.
Death Star.
They saved Leia on the Death Star, and that was sort of like their one real adventure together. And then
it was saving Han on Return. But they spent a lot of that movie together too.
Of what? Return
of the Jedi.
True, but then on Endor, Luke leaves. Basically, pretty much the beginning, right? Yeah, I mean, I feel like that trilogy of them together, isn't done as much, but it's totally fine.
Yeah.
With this trilogy, I like them together, and the final hug at the end, I'm like, yes, that is everything I would have wanted. Like that was such a powerful moment. Like just Finn is just like he's busting up. Again, it's just all of this points back to The Last Jedi just
taking things out,
not being what it was supposed to be. Going on this, like I said, it's like
they had a plan.
The Force Awakens it's like a straight line. Last Jedi was like, we're gonna go this way, but then at the very end, it just takes it right back to where it started.
Yeah.
Almost, it pretty much like you'd think you want the line to go like this. Boop. Last Jedi went like boop boop, and then right back here with just a little bit of progress made, and then 9 had to take all that progress it needed to make and just go all the way up there. And so it's like
pretty much.
I think all of this, like things like them being together and hanging out together are awesome, and I wish I had more of that, and that makes me feel like 8 should have been more because 9 had to catch up with these kind of moments.
Again, it was retconning.
As
what a lot of people are going to say.
Or
course correcting?
Course correcting is definitely what I'd call it. That was definitely what I call it. All right, so next we got to Rey floating, doing some Avatar earthbending with these rocks.
Crazy.
Trying to connect with her past. The Jedi.
How'd you feel about Leia? Okay, Leia trained her.
I thought that was
cool.
That was great. I love the fact that Leia.
Also, in a previous article, they said that Leia. The plan was if Carrie Fisher didn't die, Leia was supposed to be the last Jedi. That was the original plan of of this trilogy. If she survived, but she passed away. Yeah, that's really. It's so unfortunate. It's why I hate when people say that she should have died on the Star Destroyer before the Mary Poppins scene. Yeah,
because to me, Carrie Fisher is an actress, and she gave such amazing performances throughout The Last Jedi. She's great, especially the final few scenes in Last Jedi
with Luke.
That was her. This was kind of like putting together little pieces just to get her in there, and you could tell they did their best trying to get Leia.
Whatever they had left.
They did a pretty good job. If you didn't know that they did that, you would have thought that was there.
Yeah,
it's very very well done.
I liked her training. Right, that was amazing. Also, we get a scene with her and Luke like in their youthful prime.
Amazing scene.
So she is
such an awesome scene.
legit a trained Jedi.
That was great fan service. I love that scene.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make the point.
She pinned Luke.
I have to make my point. That as an actress, her dying means that The Last Jedi is her final performance. Rise of Skywalker, kind of. Last Jedi is really her final movie. To be like, well, she died, we got to kill her off somehow. To take away that last performance that she's made would have been such a disservice to the actress.
Yeah,
like they could not change that. They had to give her those last like scenes.
Also, her death in this movie. She knows it's coming,
so I got to do it.
She does it because to save her. It's pretty much to save her son.
She does it, and it was great. And
she passes away, but then she turns into a ghost after he dies. Spoilers: Kylo dies.
Brain spoilers. Yeah.
So it's kind of like what? Yeah. That scene was a little. I was like, okay, her body disappeared the second he died, and then he disappeared as well. He became.
I think it's like slightly kind of like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense because finally she's able to
move on, so to speak.
Move on now that Kylo has
given his life for Rey, because Rey dies in this movie as well. So yeah,
kind of. We don't. She was in critical condition. I'd call it.
I'd say so. She was dead at that point, but yeah.
I love the part where Rey is struggling to beat that little droid thing. She sucks with the lightsaber. She's not a great lightsaber fighter.
I thought that was Kylo just like interfering, like getting into her head, which is why she was off balance. She wasn't focused at that point.
And then she got the staff and she did that. That's why I thought I think her lightsaber is meant to be staffy kind of thing.
She could have had a double cut. She had a double bladed.
The spinning thing. That thing was cool. And then after the forest scene, on the Resistance base, we start learning like, okay, plot, going desert planet, meeting Lando, the party with the people. Start making it very clear we're getting back into Rey's parents. Up until like
she's not a nobody.
She's not a nobody. Through the catacombs. We never learned what Finn was going to say.
Oh, it was implied, like, he's in love with Rey. He's always been in love. I'd say that's implied.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't say it, which is fine. I'm okay with it. I'm not like...
I think it's good that they held that off.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. It was a good joke. It was an okay joke.
What? Who is... Never mind. That's opening cabinets. God.
Yep.
Stop it. Use. Get out of there.
Damn it, Nala.
Oh, let's get back on track. Where are we? We're 18 minutes in this recording. We're not even
going through. Okay.
Let's get to.
They need a blade. Then they need to translate the blade. I was like, okay, they're looking for a thing.
Oh, one thing I want to say that
the next plot point in the movie.
There were way too many. What do they call it in Spider-Verse? Little thingies. Gafunky.
Oh, it's yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd say MacGuffins.
MacGuffin. The Maclunky. We'll call it the Maclunky. That's what we're gonna call it. There's a lot of Maclunkeys in this movie that they just happen to get. Like, oh, we happen to find the dagger. Oh, we happen to find this and that. I remember a bunch of them throughout the movie. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like them meeting the former First Order people.
Oh yeah.
I love that they're
other
called
deserters.
I love that they're called It's called the Last Order. I thought that was clever. I'm like, oh, Last Order, yeah, I'm into this.
Knights of Ren didn't do much.
No, but they were cool. They were enough.
They were whatever.
They did enough. I thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt this movie clunked along to its finale, and once we got to the finale, it kind of picks up a bit. I'm not gonna lie, there's no Star Wars in this Star Wars. There's no space battle. It's a surface. I'm gonna throw all my ships at you kind of battle. This was their like last ditch effort. It was okay. I love Pona X-wing. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked his flying. I mean, I like the stuff in the very beginning with the flying.
Poe versus not Poe. Rey versus the Emperor. Pretty cool. She for a second was tempted.
You were blitzing to the finale here.
I am blitzing to the finale.
But we have the best.
Okay.
We missed the best part of the whole movie.
Ah, okay.
Well, what did you think of real quick? Did you like Desert Planet?
It was okay at best. I think it was okay.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it wasn't like Canto Bight wrong with it. It was okay. I thought it was.
It was unremarkable, but still enough there to be like fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the Rain Planet, really liked. What was it called?
Oh, I'm never gonna guess that.
Kashindo, whatever it was,
something like that.
Where
they got blown up, by the way.
Yeah, they got blown up. I like that planet. I thought that was really cool. I love the part where Rey and Kylo are on the ship and they're having a duel and it's mixing between the two scenes.
Oh yeah,
really cool. I love everything about them running through the Star Destroyer.
What do we call this? The Force
connection.
Force connection.
Force link
in this movie.
Yeah, and it's great. The transporting the items is really cool. Yeah. Everything of them running through the Star Destroyer. I love the design of the Star Destroyer. How parts of it were classic Imperial, like clean white, but other parts with this cool dark blue.
Yeah,
with like, little spots of red, and then running through it. Oh, such a cool design for the Star. Like I'm like, this is a dope ass. Kylo's ship is dope.
General Hux.
Cool. General Hux,
bitch. He is terrible.
It is. Terrible. That's what they ended up doing with his character.
Bad.
But I fucking loved it. I love it. I love how he's just like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. I just hate Kylo.
Weasley from Harry
died
Potter
for nothing.
Was wasted.
He was wasted. But I think it was funny enough where I'm like I can kind of see why he was just like I'm tired of this. I just want to because he always struck me as like this kid who didn't know what he was doing. Well, I mean that's Kylo too. The parallels. The other parallels. But that leads into...
So they get this one thing, then they need another thing, then they end up on the second Death Star.
Correct.
Wreckage.
Everything looks beautiful, really cool. I don't know her name, but the black woman who's the... deserter.
Yeah, the deserter. I forgot her name too, but...
She was great.
Yeah, it was cool that they had a band of like ex-stormtroopers.
Yeah, that was like a little team
to kill people.
There was a comment on Reddit that I saw before seeing the movie, and somehow I ran into a spoiler. I didn't even know it was a spoiler thread. I ran into the spoiler thread, and I read that something about Finn. It wasn't a spoiler. It was, I wish they had done this with this character. So that wasn't a spoiler. I mean, it was a spoiler in the sense of they didn't do something with this character.
Yeah.
Which was, like, they said that they wish that Finn had done there was something about Finn's character where he leads all these First Order kidnapped children to doing a mutiny against the First Order.
That'd be pretty cool.
And that's something that I was running after finishing the film, yeah, that really should have been his character arc of him leading all these people, because they build up all this kidnapped children thing throughout the whole thing, and that's what their whole thing to lead to nothing really. Yeah, that's Finn's arc. In this movie, I enjoyed Finn in doing
throughout the trilogy. How about throughout the trilogy? Because he renounces the First Order.
7 is great.
He was supposed to die in the second one. He should have died.
8
probably should have died. He would have saved the Resistance at that point. In these solo
taking Last Jedi on its own, yeah, he should have died. But in terms of the whole story, they definitely, he should have stuck around. That was kind of the whole point. I loved him in this movie. I think he's great. His pants are so cool. I want those pants. Poe, I thought he had I thought his whole arc from start to finish feels like the most complete arc.
I'd say Kylo does.
No, that's true. That's true. Kylo has the best arc. Well, like Poe, it's starts off, the classic
badass best pilot.
Badass pilot. Second movie, he's doing shit. He's making mistakes, and he's finally kind of caught back up. He's like, no, I gotta try to be a leader. Last movie, he's trying to be a leader. He's trying to do this, and then
he didn't know how to do it.
He's thrust upon him. He's like, all right, time to go. Hero's call. Hero's call is happening, and with the space battle, he almost nails it, but the movie kind of fails him.
Yeah.
Versus him failing the movie. So I love his character. Also, goddamn, does Oscar Isaac have sexual chemistry with every character he speaks with, every character he talks to. Every single character. Name one character he talks to that he's not given fucky eyes to.
Hopefully Leia.
Even then,
Chewie?
I don't know. You know, it's Star Wars. It's space people.
BB-8?
He's even rubbing BB-8. He's like, yeah, BB-8, my boy, my buddy, rubbing that ball. It's great. I love Oscar Isaac.
So we were on Endor. Kylo follows Rey.
Really cool imagery and effects here.
We get the lightsaber battle.
Throne room scene. We get the lightsaber battle.
It was good.
It was good. Not the best.
Equally matched. They both use the Force against each other
in cool ways of like stopping the blade.
I'd argue Kylo won.
The effect of Rey, both of them holding each other's lightsabers with the Force, and the blade just kind of like almost like you can see the streak of the light kind of pushing.
Yeah,
and it's like really cool shot.
A little cool effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got tired. He won that.
Yeah, she actually was exhausted. That's something they've never really done. He won that. Is winning through like someone getting actually exhausted.
Which is why Obi-Wan is the greatest swordsman in the universe, because he wore out his opponents defensively.
Yeah, I think I think I can cement that Duel of the Fates is the best lightsaber battle.
Oh yeah,
I think so. Duel of the Fates, clearly best lightsaber battle.
So
what's number 2? Do you think 3 or Return of the Jedi?
You go Empire.
Empire? No, Empire is a terrible lightsaber fight. It's so bad. Go back and watch that. It's so bad.
I watched it.
It's terrible. It's
the tension.
Vader's just like he's like like he's so clunky. Return of the Jedi is far better. He throws his lightsaber. It's way better. All right, but
I'll go Empire.
We'll move on. Rey finally stabs Kylo, heals him.
Why did she stab Kylo?
Because she was being tempted by the dark. Oh, we forgot to mention the Force lightning part with Chewie.
Oh yeah, so they faked us out.
100% massive props to Daisy Ridley for her delivery of her Chewie scream when she realized she thought she killed Chewie. Oh my god, that was powerful. I was like, oh god, I was like, for a second I thought Chewie was dead, and then I was like, no, he's probably not dead.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, that's how they kill him.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't kill Chewie. Chewie can never die.
Yeah, lasted everyone.
He did. 3PO and R2 are still there. Still doing the thing.
She unleashes some dark magic.
Dark Force powers.
Dark magic.
I mean, that whole ending fight was pretty dark Force user. Essentially,
he summoned all the Sith.
He used it a lot.
No, we're not there yet. But
no, Kylo. Kylo versus Rey.
Not the Emperor. Okay.
And then we get to what I think is the best scene in the whole movie, which is Kylo standing on the ocean, just looking out and being approached by the ghost of his father.
I didn't see that coming.
The most moving. I did not see Han Solo returning.
Harrison Ford coming back.
The most moving, memorable, heartwarming,
probably the best scene in the movie.
Gut wrenching scene. There was like clear parallels to the scene of them, on the
Force Awakens,
the Star Killer. It was great. It was fantastic. Him throwing the lightsaber away. He's like, I don't need this shit anymore.
He pulls him back.
He finally does it. Well, I mean, I feel like it's Kylo pulling himself back.
Also, Rey technically killing Kylo, because she killed him.
Yeah,
she legit killed him.
Mm-hmm.
She healed him.
Well, he wasn't dead.
He was dying.
He was dying.
He was legit dying.
But he didn't kill. But he didn't die. Like he realized, like this is it. This could be it for me.
And then it was and great. Then Harrison Ford was like, no, Kylo Ben isn't dead. Kylo died.
Yeah, and there's a good scene where Rey says like, I did want to take your hand, but I did not want to take Kylo's hand.
Oh yeah, I wanted to take Ben's hand.
And that leads into the final scene with them. But goddamn, what a good scene! I love Adam Driver for the rest of the movie. The Harrison Ford thing was great. Then jumping back to is it Ahch-To?
The planet that Luke was on?
Yeah.
Second best scene in the movie. She runs back to that island because she wants to exile herself just like Luke did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great.
Stops her.
She destroyed, Kylo's, TIE fighter.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to throw away the lightsaber. Guess who also Force Ghost. Luke Force Ghost catches that. He's like, no.
And he's just pure Luke in this whole thing. He's just like, we got this. We're good. You've got this. You're gonna go. You're gonna do great things. I'm proud of you. And then he lifts The X-Wing, finally, we've got he finally does it. And he doesn't say anything about it. There's no line, there's no, see guys, I finally did it. It's like, man, this thing's not as heavy as I thought. There's nothing like that. He just does it. They don't say anything to it. They hold on the scene for a while, but they don't say anything. That's what makes it good. That's what makes it good.
Very, very good use of Luke in this one.
And then you get the scene, the flashback with Leia and Luke.
And young Luke, yeah.
Wonderful scene. They shot it dark to hide the CG.
He trained her. It was
Trained
amazing.
her. Leia was really strong.
The CG was pretty bad for Leia.
I don't think so.
Luke, not so much.
No.
I could kind of see it with Leia.
I think they used a shot of her from the old movies, and just digitally rendered the helmet on her.
Yeah, I could tell. Like it didn't look great.
I don't think it looked. I really don't think it looked that bad. I'm not very good with spotting CG stuff anyway, but I thought it looked fine. Did a green lightsaber? Did she?
No.
No.
No, that was Luke's lightsaber.
Luke's was green. Oh, Luke was
He had
green.
the green one. She had the blue one.
Oh.
Oh, because that's how she gets. Rey gets Leia's lightsaber. But she has two now.
Who has two?
Rey.
Oh, at this point in the movie, Rey has two. So she does her thing. They go off. The resistance goes off. They're like, we're gonna try. We're gonna try hope.
20 ships. We're
gonna try hope one more time. We're gonna hope that they come, which does make sense because in the beginning it's, we are down to our last troops. We're dying out here. Please come and save us. Versus, this is our last shot. Otherwise, y'all gonna die.
Pretty much.
Which I feel like that makes sense. Let's focus entirely on space battle for a while, from start to finish. A lot of cool visuals. I think in the beginning there was a lot of cool space battle stuff. My boy Snap died, unfortunately. I love that trilogy of books that he's in. I
teared up. Not at the beginning of this space battle, but like when all the ships, because an Avenger level amount of ships come to the
aid. I didn't quite earn it though.
I teared up because I thought I saw Wedge.
Oh,
like I was like, yes, they needed Wedge in this, but apparently I don't think it's him. I think it's
the eyebrows.
Else.
The eyebrows that look like his eyebrows though.
Yeah.
I remember. I thought it was.
I think he turned
C-3PO's
down,
actor.
Yeah, I think he turned down a cameo, but I don't think it's Wedge. I was so happy.
Did they digitally render him in there?
No, they didn't.
Oh, maybe.
So yeah, space battle.
Space battle. I think from the beginning of the space battle was very cool. Like,
we have a new TIE fighter, and we never really. I don't know the name of it. It's okay.
They had A-wings.
Yeah, they did.
Had A-wings.
There's no TIE Interceptor. It's not like the TIE Interceptor. It's like a triangle.
There's this cool stuff going on. I feel like when the Emperor finally opens up the things and he's like you see all the fight going on. I think there was enough cool stuff in there. It's not the best space battle.
No. Rogue One. Battle of Endor.
Yeah, those are good ones. I mean, but it's not like. I mean, it's better than Revenge of the Sith. It's better than Phantom Menace. Not as good as 4. I didn't get 4 so iconic with a space battle.
The tension in 4.
Yeah. It was a good one. I liked it. I think that the point, like what Finn's doing is great. I think all that stuff, all that imagery. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to whoever decided to actually give Rose a character and a decent script, because her lines in this movie and her parts in this movie,
yeah, she was
totally
okay.
fine. Like totally fine. Like
she wasn't.
It's so unfortunate that they did what they did with her in Last Jedi, because they fucked up. They fucked up her script, her arc.
I don't care if they fucked up. You don't threaten an actress for a role. I don't.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't
Fuck you if you do.
To the 2 people that might watch this.
2 people. We got at least 30 views coming. Yeah, no, she was good. All the horse scene I thought was good. Like,
it was like, okay,
cool stuff.
they're charging him like it's great.
The only thing, and I love Oscar Isaac, such a good actor. His breakdown, his like, guys, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think we lost this. And then I think I feel like the music and like the gathering of the ship, like down there, so like, oh no, look, we're safe. And it was just like, it was a little too. They should have held it a little bit longer with like 1 ship coming in, 2 ships.
We should have saw all of them coming in. Yeah,
like just all of them, like,
because the scene we see all of them already there. Like if it was like not Endgame, but if we saw just like a couple coming in, then
where was Baby Yoda?
Mando.
No Baby Yoda.
8, Mando.
Episode 8 is them in the space battle. Like, here we go, Baby Yoda. Just drooling and barfing on itself. And then we get to the Sith temple.
The Sith. Was it a ritual? Because there was
Some sort of ritual thing
there were
happening.
so many phantom Siths. There are so many little like ghosts in this stadium level like arena.
What were they? What were the? I mean, I'm sure there'll be some sort of explanation.
I'm pretty sure they're just like
it didn't need it didn't need you to explain that there was all these things here.
It was all the Sith. Essentially, what Palpatine said.
Oh,
They were all there. This was a ritual of the Sith.
interesting.
So that's why when you look into this arena, it's thousands upon thousands of just ghosts chanting.
Ian McDiarmid, I love you. You're great. Everything you say is just perfect.
They
Empire.
put in every
line. The beginning part where he says, "Some may think it's unnatural," or whatever the quote is.
Shoehorn that in
A
there.
little that was shoehorned. The rest of his stuff, like at the end, was fine. Like even his do it. Yeah, ritual.
He looked a little weird, and then he finally.
I feel like he just looked dead. Like he was supposed to look
and
dead.
Then when he got his full powers back, like he looked like the Emperor.
He was like, "I'm ready to fuck shit up." Fucking Thor lightning. Like, oh my god,
he got even stronger.
Even stronger.
He took down every ship except his own fleet.
So fucking cool.
Oh, and he can force life suck.
Sure,
like
totally. He's a vampire.
Suck the force life out of people.
Totally
now.
fine.
Like,
totally cool.
Yeah.
Daisy Ridley in this whole thing, acting amazingly. Like her eyes, just so much emotion in her eyes. She does a really good job with that. Kylo coming in, doing his thing, jumping and landing, going.
He took an old TIE fighter. From Endor.
He landed and he goes, "Ow!" And I thought that was the best. I love that part because it was like all of a sudden he's no longer like this brooding like dark like character. He's matured.
Yeah,
he's matured. He's an adult.
He got saved from the darkness.
And all this stuff, dealing with the Knights of Ren, and he's like pulls out the lightsaber. He's like, "Yeah, what up?" And just fucks him up. And he's so cool, and he does such cool things. I love Ben being Ben, and the character of Ben. It's perfect. Comes up, falls, comes back, throws the lightsaber to her. She gets it, and this
uses both of them.
Yeah,
kills the Emperor.
The one thing that I feel like people are gonna meme and make fun of and hate on this movie for is the part where she says, "And I am all the Jedi," because
before that, we hear all the Jedi. It starts off with the briefest whisper that came out in Force Awakens when Rey touches the lightsaber. At the end of that entire sequence of her little vision, you hear Obi-Wan say, "Rey, this is your first steps." So when she needs to fight back in this battle, she awakens after being destroyed by the Emperor. You hear Obi-Wan say, "Rey, these are your first steps." And then every single possibly known Jedi that we've all seen in the movies, we hear their voice.
Yeah.
We hear Yoda, Mace,
Obi-Wan, Anakin. I heard Ahsoka.
I think it is Ahsoka.
I heard Hayden Christensen and Anakin's voice actor from Clone Wars.
Oh, Matt?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I heard him too. So cool. I remember two things that I wanted to bring up. Maybe she just took the lightsaber from Snoke's ship and brought it with her, and that's how she got it.
Snoke's ship.
The pieces of it and put it back together.
That could have been possible.
That's possible. The other thing, I love the fact that they reference Holdo. A Holdo maneuver. And it's like, that's a 1 in a million.
Oh my lord.
And it will never work.
That was the best.
We were cracking up. I can't believe they did that. And
I saw videos before fucking I want this, and this answered in this movie. A lot of people brought up the fact this is so stupid. Why can't we just X-wing freaking lightning, or was it light speed into an entire fleet?
Doesn't work. They're like, we can't do that.
They addressed it.
I don't think if they actually explain why, but they're like, just shut up, just be quiet. Shh.
Loved it. It's canon now. Shut up.
Canon now.
It's 1 in a million. Loved it.
They could have done all the Force ghosts of Jedi appearing behind Rey.
I really wanted that. I wanted Anakin.
I wanted
I
Anakin.
wanted
I did
Anakin.
want Anakin, but I'm happy with what we
Hayden
got.
looks young enough.
I'm happy with what we got though. Right? I think what we got was good enough. Or
I liked it.
appropriate.
I liked
Appropriate.
it. I liked it.
And they made it its own thing. It didn't feel like Avengers until the part where she says, "I am all the Jedi." And I swear everyone's going to say they're just copying Avengers, blah blah blah. I bet so much money that was decided way before they even saw the I am Iron Man thing. Because these teams, they don't talk.
No,
They don't talk.
different.
That was a secret.
studios.
And that thing was very last minute too.
different production.
To do that I am Iron Man. Because remember they said they brought Robert
That
Downey Jr.
was at the last second.
because he was just gonna be silent. I guarantee that that decision to do that, and the people who wrote the script to this movie and watched Endgame, they're like, fuck. And yeah, sorry, but I'm gonna defend it. I will defend you on your decision to do that line. And yeah, Kylo comes in.
They kiss.
They kiss.
Well, Rey dies.
Ray dies.
They kiss. Well, he brings her back.
Brings her back. They kiss.
and he dies.
Then he dies. I don't like. I feel like it was built up enough to where like they had a romance together. And
I saw the chemistry.
There's plenty.
Last Jedi. I saw
Yeah,
the chemistry.
totally.
I don't.
The abs, so
The
wide,
torso.
so wide. Daisy Ridley's shoulders. She had good shoulder muscles in this movie.
The shows, dude.
So shows. Got them shows. Yeah, and then we end with them all coming back. There's some shots over like Endor. We got some Ewoks. Got some Porgs too.
Yeah.
The little Rolly robot. I loved him.
He was okay.
Dick.
It was Dio.
Dio.
It was Dio.
Dio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Dio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the final scene, because we're gonna wrap up real quick, of her on Tatooine.
We see Force Ghosts, Luke and Leia.
I like that moment. I feel like it feels like they had to do it, but at the same time it was like a railroad spike in your skull, like, see the parallels. She is a Skywalker now. Totally
She takes up the name Skywalker.
takes something. Totally makes sense that she would do that. That she would not go by Palpatine. That she would go by Skywalker. Because that makes a lot of sense with all the character, all everything that's happening with her relationship to Luke, to Leia, and Kylo. All that makes sense. I accept that. And they really wanted to do the cheesiest thing possible, like,
The twin sons.
no one comes around here ever. Who are you? I'm Rey. Rey who? Rey Skywalker. Like, all right, okay, I'm fine, whatever. But her lightsaber, so fucking cool. I loved it. Yellow. She deserved that. Congratulations.
Okay, so one thing. We talked a lot of good things about this movie. Why did we give it a 6.5?
Quickly, like, being just watching the movie, I loved it. I had fun the entire time. I enjoyed so many parts of the movie. There was no parts that I was like, this is bad, like Last Jedi. There was just parts that were like, okay.
I thought there was good parts. A lot of okay parts.
It should have been great. It
a
should
lot
have
of
been
parts that were just like, this is stupid.
This should have been Endgame. This should have been Endgame. That's what it should have been. It wasn't though.
And a part of it is because this wasn't set. This was legit shoehorn. This is like
8. I blame 8.
Yeah.
8 is the problem with this trilogy. Definitively. I came out of 8. I liked it. As time went on, I was like, there's more bad parts about this.
I know.
And then now I'm like, man, 8 kind of sucks. It really sucks that they did it that way, because they just wanted to do something funky with it, and it just did not work.
If all these plot points, like Rey being Palpatine, if all this was set up in 7, more in 8, if we saw her training in 8,
Yep.
like it could have been, it could have been good.
Yeah,
could have been good. This could have been a really great, like a deserving trilogy, like worthy of them bringing this back.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think a lot of the fan base is going to be like, you brought this back for money, to make a lot of money, and they're gonna make billions.
There's some cool shit that they've made since then, though. There's like, I'm on it, like the fucking Star Wars Land, Fallen Order.
Haven't been there. Haven't played it.
Wanna play right now? We're gonna watch Mando episode 7 after this.
That's-
Actually, it might be too late. We might as well just save.
Yeah.
Rogue
Rogue One was the only good movie.
One. I mean, Force Awakens. I mean,
Good spin-off movie.
It's hard to say because I always feel like you have to treat this as a trilogy. And Force Awakens and 9 makes sense start to finish, but then there's this middle part that just doesn't It should not be there. Get rid of it. Anyway, I like the movie. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of things I really liked about it. Critically speaking, fast-paced, way too much. Trying to throw in these plot points of these characters like Zuri. I think her name is Zuri. She's the magenta
the
tunic.
We don't see her.
And the helmet.
Yeah.
I loved her character and her design and like, you know,
I loved her interaction with Poe.
The implications of that. Oh man, their final scene together where he was just like
yeah.
Sexual tension with every character. That's Poe. That's Poe. I thought he was gonna make out with Finn when he came back. I thought he was gonna be like, well, if I can't have this chick, come here, Finn.
There's enough making out at the end of the movie where the stupid trolls on the internet are just gonna bitch about it. So that would have put it over the top.
Oh, the
couple lesbians making out.
Yeah. No. Well,
like
I was gonna start at the what's the word I'm thinking of? There's this description of it. Never mind, I'll cut this part out. Yeah, no, I mean, they'll do that, but fuck them, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, they did it better than Endgame did it. I mean, Russo brothers, you know, you tried.
I still love that all female get together in Endgame. That's still. I don't care.
Yeah,
totally. I love
whatever.
it.
Whatever. Who cares? It's fine. I like it. I love the Wasp doing her bounce, and she's like, "Look at those people. Let's go." Yeah, like her whole plotline with Poe. That's one of those parts where I'm like, man, you can tell how much of this was supposed to be 8.
Yeah.
How much of these ideas were supposed to go into 8 with this character that Poe interacts with, and this whole backstory behind Poe and like what he was doing before, and like he's being a spice runner. I love how they made fun of him being a spice runner. It's like, you were a smuggler, you were a First Order. Like, what are you talking about? All right, a scavenger. Chewie's a smuggler. Like, it's such a disappointment because the whole scene and the whole thing like was really cool, but it was just rushed. So it was just so
this movie is
rushed. And it just felt like that scene would have worked so well in 8. Doing
a lot of these parts should have been in 8.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the little dude, the little repair dude.
Oh, the super small one.
Yeah, Scuff or whatever his name is.
The one that wipes out C-3PO's memory.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Yeah. I would have liked to hear some callbacks to the prequel trilogy when he got his memories back from R2.
That would have been a lot. Would have been too much.
Just like because he described like some mission that he was going on. I don't quite remember what he said.
I think it was the one. Well, it was the one that before they actually went on the mission. So his entire thing was wiped.
Oh, I see.
They actually went on this mission that they went on.
Oh. So I would have loved for him to say like last time we were at the droid factory or something. That's what I would want. I would have wanted some more prequel stuff. Annie. Or him remembering that Vader built him or something like that. You know, something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are rushed. I think that you know, the whole Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter, and them bringing back the parents thing.
People bitched about her being a Mary Sue. This kind of whatever.
It explains it. I mean, it does explain it. And in this movie, you see the very beginning. She's clearly been training her ass off trying to figure this stuff out. So it's clearly she's like you understand why she's as strong as she is in this movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but people bitch about her being a Mary Sue. Whatever, it's fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, if she's the granddaughter of Palpatine, and they presented this in this movie, they stuck with it, and they gave plenty of things to chew on with that whole idea.
Yeah,
and her parents. I was always under the impression that she should never have had any, like her parents should have been nothing, no connection to anything. But because they gave her so many powers, there had to be some explanation of why. And there was. They did have it. It's just weird saying her name is Rey Palpatine. I just think that's weird. And with that, is that all we want to say?
I think that's it.
I think that's why I would give it like
it's okay movie. I might see it one more time. We'll see.
Like in theaters?
Debatable, but yeah, we'll see.
Or like ever.
Theaters, probably.
I think let's go see an IMAX. Let's go do an IMAX showing. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching this review. Black Widow. I don't know next.
Yep.
Yeah. See you guys next time.